up, everybody? Welcome back to another Wednesday. My name is Joey Galvez, and I'm here with my buddy Ambrosia. How's it going, Ambrosia?
Good. It's already Wednesday. It's crazy.
Wednesday, and last week we didn't have a stream because I don't know. We just took a break. Whatever. It's all good. But we're here now.
I know. I would have much rather done a stream. I had parent-teacher conferences, so I got a stream, but I got a stream with parents.
With parents, that must have been a whole lot of fun. Yeah,
I'll be honest. No one yelled at me, so I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, okay. I gotta ask though, did the parents did they do any mischievous licks on you?
I was like, okay. I was convinced. So, I have a Jeep Wrangler, and my husband was looking at it, and he's like, a piece of your Jeep is gone, and I was like,
what?
And it's like on the side of it, there is like this metal emblem that has like Jeep like 4x4 trail rated.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe it just fell off. So then me being like super impulsive, just like buys a new emblem because I have to have everything like matching. So I was like, I need it ASAP. Like it's missing something. So then I get it and I go to put it on there and I was like, it doesn't fit. Like why doesn't it fit? Like something's missing. And so I asked my mom and she's like, and Hannah used to go there. And I was like, what?
That's hilarious.
And then so like my entire like antenna was gone, and they're like,
gosh.
It looks like someone took it off.
Like they just jacked.
And I literally have gone nowhere, like no stores, no nothing except for school. And I've been at school from like 7 a.m. to like 10 o'clock at night. So I was like, it has to be at school. And then I was like, one of the kids and here's the thing. There are a couple teachers who have the same Jeep and model that I do, like just a couple things that are different. And one of them is a is a math teacher who isn't favored very often.
Oh my gosh. And
so I was like, that's it. One of the students thought that it was his car and he was trying to mischievous lick them. Like,
oh my gosh.
They took the wrong antenna.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And so I created this whole scenario in my head, and my husband takes a closer look at it, and he's like, "No, I really just think it fell off." And I was like, "Oh, I like my idea better. That kids were like mischievously
they jacked you,
got my antenna." And my mom's like,
"Pulled a lick on you."
Did you not realize that like your radio wasn't working? And I was like, "No, because I listened to like my my Bluetooth, so." No, but
that's
so I think I got mischievously
licked. That sounds weird. That sounds weird. I'm just posting. That's why I'm like trying to do all this because they switched up the way you do all this cool stuff on Twitter and everything. So it's it's a little bit clunky right now, but it's all anyway. That's different things. Anyway, so Ambrosia, that's pretty crazy. That's a really cool story. You spent. So how long did you spend doing all that stuff? Was it like a few days or just a few hours?
It was just a few hours. Like where I really was like,
I can just imagine you like trying to just shove it in. It's like, why isn't this going in there for like an hour or two?
I was really sad.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Ambrosia, since the last time we spoke, there was tons of stuff that happened.
So much.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I feel like there was so much stuff. DC Fandome happened this last week since last time we spoke. Yep. And there's so much to unpack there. And I think we need to dedicate this entire show to just DC Fandome. Because there's just a lot of stuff going on there.
There is a ton.
There's a ton.
I was surprised.
Go for it. Surprised about what?
All of it, like how much information that came out.
I
was pleasantly
There was so much. Okay,
yeah.
I gotta ask you. So, what was the most your most anticipated thing that you were like looking forward to during the fandom?
Really excited about Black Adam.
Okay. Did you watch it? The teaser?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so sick. That was so dope.
I'm also really excited for Sandman.
Okay. Yeah, that one looks really good too. I know I've been really wanting to listen to the podcast that they did. Um, I need to check it out because I know that they did back in the a few years back they did a Wolverine one and they did a few different Wolverine podcasts, but I listened to the very first one and it was so good. This was like a while back.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. So I imagine these are going to be just as good. That's the next big thing right now, Ambrosia, is these scripted podcasts where you like are going through like a story or telling a story almost like you are reading a comic book or entire watching an entire series.
And I'll be honest, I've never listened to a podcast like that before.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're a podcaster yourself.
I know, it's the worst. It's because okay, here's what sucks, and I don't know if you ever run into this issue where you are interested in, like, so many things
Mhm.
that it's
Yep.
hard to, like, on a daily basis keep up with them, and
Yep.
so between, when I have my phone, like, in between time to be doing stuff,
Mhm.
typically I used to listen to a ton of podcasts, but, recently it's been audiobooks and music.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, because I love books as well, but at night, it seems like I only read comic books
Okay.
recently because 'cause I'm behind, so I've been trying to get caught up with, like, actual books by listening to the audiobook.
That's good. My wife like loves to do the whole audiobook thing. She actually recently she found out that she has a newfound love for it. Cuz we have through our I think through one of our providers like our internet provider or like our phone service provider or something like that. We get one of those, those cool things that you get like Prime or something like that and
Yeah.
whatever those cool things. We are able to get like so we have free Audible and I'm like, well, why aren't we using it? So I told my wife, I was like, just use the Audible. Like nobody's using it,
Oh, 100%, and also,
and
if
she
she
uses
likes
it.
that
Yeah.
there is, I don't know if you guys have them out there, but we have, the Anythink library, and they have an app called Libby, and you could check
Oh yeah,
books
yeah.
out for
Hmm.
free using the Libby app.
Yeah.
Uh
My wife and son, my 11-year-old son, they are like they are all about it. My son he's like, man, somebody still doesn't have this certain book, or they still got this book, so hey, they haven't
Oh,
returned it
I
yet.
love
And
it.
he's all,
That's
it's just like a library. You're like, man, hurry up and read your book already, man.
oh, 100%. I get so frustrated. My husband, we have, like, the Dune books, and so
Uh-huh.
he's, like, really stoked for that movie, and so he's like, "I
Yeah.
should start doing them on audiobooks," and so he went to go check it
Yeah.
out on the Libby app, but he's like, "52 people are waiting for this book?"
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I love no, Kevin, you are right. The audiobooks do count as reading, and I will say,
There you
so, like,
go. Yeah.
right now, the Stephen King book technically is 47 hours on audiobook. So,
Oh
like,
yeah.
what I do is, like,
You're gonna spend that much. Yeah.
I listen to it, and then I come home, and, like, before I go to bed, I, like, find the spot that I was at, and then read a little bit of the book, and
Mhm.
then I go back and listen to it, and, like, I do both.
Yeah, and it does because you get you. So when I was a contract painter, and that's what I do by trade. And I had my own business, and I was out there doing my thing. So that's what I would listen to. I would listen to podcasts and audiobooks because I would be out there all day long sometimes. And it made the day go by so quick. I read probably like 5 or 6 books in just in a week or so because
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
you spend like 20 30 hours reading. You could read a whole entire book to like 2 or 3 books in a
Mhm.
week if you're really going at it, so
Yep. No, that's awesome.
and it does count. I count, yeah. It got Libby, Hoopla, and Oh Canopy. I haven't heard. I think
I've
my
me
wife's
either.
heard about that one. I haven't heard of that one. I think she's her or my son because they really really love reading books.
Oh, I
and
love
and
that.
so yeah, my son, I think and I'm gonna chalk it up to getting him into comic books when he was little because I would read him comic books and we'd buy comic books, and he had really great experiences going to shops and stuff where we would go to a shop, and I was like, it was his birthday and he used his own money, and the
Oh.
shop owner was cool enough to like give him a free Funko Pop. I mean, he's
Oh.
had so many cool experiences like that with from shop owners that he loves reading anything that he can read. He'll pick it up and he'll read it, and he reads
Oh.
fast.
That's
It's cool.
awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah.
I love that.
So we got to talk about this stuff because
yeah, what are you most excited for?
So the one thing that I was most excited for was obviously Black Adam was good, but what I really wanted was waiting for was to see the Batman trailer or the
Oh,
teaser trailer because we had that teaser last time and we knew that they were going to do something big and huge this time around, and I was just kind of curious to see what they were going to do with it, right? I
right.
mean, they did give me something a little bit better than what they did last time. I'm excited for it. I am not gonna be one of those people who's like, oh, nah, I'm not. I'm definitely convinced that I'm gonna enjoy this movie. There are so many people out there that are like, no, I'm good. I'm done. We've already been there, done that. So I mean, so what do you think?
I was one of those people.
Really?
Yeah, because ugh, yes,
Ambrosia's not convinced.
I wasn't, and I still don't know if I'm 100. Like, I feel so much more
Ooh.
confident than
Okay.
okay. It's probably like how you felt about Venom.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I'm so it's I didn't trust Robert Pattinson. I still was like super questionable.
Is it
Uh,
because he sparkles in the light?
yes, and it could go back to like my Twilight days. And I think,
Oh my
like,
god.
I hate to admit it,
Am-
and oh my gosh, what if Kristen Stewart made, like, a cameo?
No, no,
Oh, no,
no,
I
please
know,
no, please no.
don't, but, like,
It'll
I
turn into a joke at that point. We don't need that.
oh
There's
my god,
people
okay,
we got people
what
thinking
if
it's a joke already, Ambrosia.
okay, plot twist, what if, like, they're like, "Just kidding, Zoe Kravitz isn't Catwoman, it's
Just kidding.
Kristen Stewart."
Oh.
I mean, that'd be quite
Oh my gosh, no.
okay,
Just kidding.
can they make an SNL about that, please? Like, Pete Davidson, I need you to play
I
Robert
don't
Pat
know. I
like
don't know, Ambrosia, because what was it? A few weeks back, they had, I think it was the weekend of New York Comic Con was the worst rated SNL viewing of in its history, in its entire history.
well, that's why they need to bring Kristen Stewart and Pattinson back.
They
Like,
didn't bring Kristen Stewart.
is that why I heard that's, because then, like, the following week,
Oh,
they had, what's her name?
oh, somebody else
The
said
the Kardashian,
yeah,
one of them, Kim. Kim.
horrible. It
Ugh.
was it because what's her name is now engaged to Travis Barker?
I don't know how I feel about that either, okay? Like,
Oh
my
man.
my pop punk heart is a little, like, I don't know.
I think it's they're trying to be relevant again. I think I'm gonna call it right now. It's a sham wedding, Ambrosia.
You
It's
think
a sham.
I
I
don't
think it's a
think
sham
so.
wedding, Ambrosia, because Blink-182's been. And listen, if anybody out there's a Blink-182 fan, sorry, I'm
Oh,
probably gonna hurt your feelings right now.
you're
I'm
gonna hurt
sorry.
my feelings. Let's go.
Forgive me, forgive me,
Let's
because
go.
I think they're trying to make a comeback, and I don't think I don't think
Oh,
it's possible.
well, you do know
I've seen them
that
doing a lot of publicity
well,
recently.
Mark, the lead singer and bassist, or guitarist, has cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which is
So,
probably why they're trying to do some stuff. Yeah,
he's been
makes
out
sense.
for, yeah, because he's going through chemo right now and everything.
He did
But
look like he lost a lot of weight.
yeah,
Interesting.
um, but I will say that unless Tom DeLonge comes back, there will never be a comeback.
Well, I've seen all 3 of them recently doing some photo shoots. So that's why I was saying they're doing publicity right now. I don't know what that means in that world, or that obviously me saying that did something for you guys, I
You
guess,
don't
for
yeah,
fans, I guess. I don't know.
yes, are you, like
I
you're
listen, I don't want to talk down on anybody, but I'm not a Blink-182 fan.
what? Like
Ambrosia, okay, we're supposed to be talking about comic books,
okay,
but here
sorry.
I will say this.
Okay.
Um, I was too punk rock for that.
Okay.
I was too punk rock for it because I was, and back then I was a kid. I thought differently than I do now,
You're a
and
hipster.
I was very one track minded with my music, and I was like, it's crust punk is the only kind of punk street crust punk is the only kind of punk rock ever, and maybe I still kind of think that
No,
because the only kind of punk rock that there is the punk rock where you gotta dance, but it's you're gonna come out with a probably a broken rib or two.
no, well, that's me too. Like, that's why okay, one more thing, and then we'll talk about comic books. But, like, that's why Warped Tour used to be my favorite because I could go into
We
the
would make
mosh
fun of
pit.
everybody who went to Warp Tour. That's how punk rock we were.
Okay, but, like, there's some good, like, metalcore bands that I used to, like, go
I
into the mosh pit and, like, go and go push people around in Under Oath, but then, like, go sing my little punk part, like, pop punk heart to, like, Newfound Glory, and
yeah,
then run over to The Used, and then run over to Blink-182. Gosh, Joey.
that is
You
see
God
nope.
dang.
Mm-mm. Nope. Anyway, so that's why we will forever and always be friends over comic books and not probably
Ugh,
not music.
yep. Hey, but we do like Copeland.
Yes, no, we do have a lot of awesome music in common, but you know what else we have in common?
Uh,
The love for the Flash tees. Did you? How excited were you?
I was so excited.
We freaking saw the freaking Michael Keaton bat suit. Like, are you kidding me right now? So, did this one get you more excited than the Batman? I mean, I think I know your answer.
No, okay. So yes, I'm so excited for Batman. I kind of wish they wouldn't have done the Tumblr,
What?
but
Oh,
the car. Sorry, I'm going
yeah,
back onto Batman.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but
What does Kevin say here? He says, "Is it worth it? Can you even hear me standing with a spotlight on me?" Oh my gosh. Are you talking about the trailer?
oh
He's talking about the trailer.
dang, that was good.
All right. So,
All right,
I
sorry.
mean, I loved the Flash tease and all that good stuff. I want to know. Oh, he's singing the Used. I see. Look, I'm not a Used fan. I listened to the one album, and I was like, all right. But then I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. So sorry.
Okay. Anyways,
Everybody heard that awkward silence. I'm sorry.
because everyone could hear my heart breaking.
I know that's what that was. I'm sorry, Ambrosia.
Fine, that's fine.
And
We're done
listen, I
talking
like one
music.
album of theirs. I will tell the truth. I do like one album, and it's like one of their earlier albums. I think it's the first album.
Hipster kid, you.
Anyway,
He's like,
so
oh, this is cool. I don't like it.
but
That's
I was excited about the tease because we saw Batman. We saw Michael Keaton's Batman. We also saw a couple other people in Flash suits. So
I. What
that's
does
awesome.
that? Hold on. I just had it up. I had it written down. I had all my notes. Oh, the
You
scene
took
double.
notes.
I did. I did for the what is it going to be the Flashpoint storyline?
I believe so. Yeah. So
That'd be
cool,
cool.
right? Because we did see him going in there and tapping somebody on the shoulder, and it's in assuming that's his mother. You know what I mean? He went back and he actually did it. So and he said, "Are you going to help us?" And then the other day I saw like somebody tweeted out or something like that, and they said that Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton um were like choked up. They were like emotional over both of their experiences being coming in like being Batman for one time. So I don't know if that means that this is gonna like kind of give us full circle and give us some closure on those two Batmans there or what? Because
I
maybe they felt like it did.
okay, and here's maybe my thing with Batman is I didn't even like uh
Don't say it. You didn't like Batfleck?
you
You
told me
didn't
not to
like Batfleck.
you only like one album from the used. um I didn't. Like, I loved Michael Keaton, and this is where, like, I this is my unpopular opinion, like, this is my hot
Okay.
take, because and especially because I know, like, Kevin Smith loved Ben Affleck, and, like, they're just,
Yeah.
like, BFFs to, like, Kevin Smith, and everyone just
Mhm.
speaks so highly of Ben Affleck, but I'm like, "Eh, eh."
I mean, come on. He was the best Daredevil. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want my geek card pulled. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, and then you're okay.
So another one
We're
that popped up
losing
that
viewers as by the
I
second.
know that we really are. Um, another one that I saw that was super exciting that I really have to talk about because I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh, I wish, but did you see the trailer
The Prince
for
Monkey?
yeah?
Wait, are you
I mean,
laughing about it or like are you excited about it?
I'm excited
Okay,
about it.
good. I am too. Especially, did you read that storyline in DC?
I have not.
You should. You should check it out. It comes in there for I think it was for their Asian Pacific Islander month
Oh, I think I
issue.
remember when that. I think I remember that.
Yeah, and so that's the first time that was his first appearance in that, and like that whole story is so cool. And so
Okay.
I
Do
was
you own it?
I own it digitally.
Okay.
I should have picked it up back then.
Yeah.
But sorry, not his first appearance, but he like they make his revival thing in there, and
Okay.
so
Yeah.
it was really cool to see that come back, and then also know that there is a show
Mhm.
coming afterwards. Well, I didn't know that there was a show coming when I read that, but there's a show coming on Hulu.
Yeah, on Hulu, and I don't know if you saw the trailer, but it looks so freaking good. And we've got what's his name? Doing the voice.
Oh, I didn't see that,
What's
but
his name? It's
I
freaking Ted
I
Lasso, right?
I've heard that show is amazing as well.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, but I think
Have you
no,
watched
it's not
it?
him. No, I have not seen it yet. I've not
Yeah.
seen it. But it's another one that you were really excited about that we saw tease. We saw Naomi tease.
Yes, and
That
also
was really cool.
that comic comes out this week too.
Is
No,
it another one dropping again? Because
I don't.
they did it back when I think because it was Brian
Oh,
Michael
sorry,
Bendis who did it,
Nubia.
right?
Yeah, sorry, it's Nubia. Do you ever have like where your mind, like someone just like
Mhm.
gets you and just like shakes your mind?
Okay.
That's been my week.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I've
No,
had
like
those
in the
weeks.
best way. But,
Okay. I've had
um,
those weeks. I've had those weeks.
yeah. So like today, I was like, wait, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Um, but sorry.
Naomi.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, Naomi. Huh.
How
I
excited are you? Because you were really excited about this when you
back a
read the book,
while, right?
right? Yeah.
Um, I am so excited just because. But here's the thing: I really need to get caught up on my DC shows. Because I haven't. I'm really behind. But
Yeah.
the same producers shoot. The same producers who are doing something else. One other project that's amazing that actually gave me really high hopes.
Oh wow.
Um, I don't remember who, but I am super excited because the production team seems really good. Or maybe it was the writer too that I was really excited about.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, there's tons of great people attached
a
to it.
part of it, yeah, and just the fact that we're having another, well, not another, but a person of color doing
Mhm. There's
having a lead,
so much
a
diversity. Yeah.
female person of color taking a lead role is awesome. But again, people are gonna be like, "Boo!" But
Whatever. There's always gatekeepers everywhere, like I was when I was punk rock.
or there
or
is.
or is.
Just kidding.
Thanks. But yeah, that one was super cool. I loved seeing that one. Another one, this one I was really interested to see what your thoughts were. Hold on, we have some here. Uh-oh. We have JL in the house. He says, "I'm doing work," so he's hanging out, just lurking. He says, "So I'm here, but
Thanks
at
for
night might be
lurking.
super active in the chat." Thanks, dude. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, you know what? While he's here, I gotta tell everybody about this stuff, and let me pull up the email. But Ambrosia, I am pulling up some stuff to talk about
Okay.
JL's projects.
Ooh.
I want to know what you thought about this one. Where's it at? Right here. Boom. What do you think about Catwoman Hunted?
Is that one's the animated series, yeah?
Yeah, that's the animated one that they showed the really cool trailer. I think her and Batwoman kind
Yeah.
of are doing some stuff. It's
I'm
really cool.
okay. This is gonna be another hot take, but it's fine. Um,
We
and
should do a segment of like Ambrosia's hot takes.
because I really don't have that many of them. Well, when I
We'll
but
just
maybe
make
I
them up.
do.
We'll just make them
Mm.
up.
Well, apparently I'm realizing that I do. I'm not huge into like this is ugh, I hate saying this. I'm not huge into animated series.
Okay.
And I've tried, but everyone tells me that I need to give it a go again and that I need to try because I just keep hearing like DC animated series are amazing and they're so good. And I get so mad at myself that I can't get into them. Like I've tried and I don't know if it goes back to like just not watching cartoons as a kid.
Yeah.
Um like my sister is 7 years, 8 years older than me, and so I always watched like MTV and like whatever she was watching. Like I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons. Uh so
Oh my
I'm
god.
I need to get into it. I need to get into it. So I am excited because I truly do like Catwoman and I really like that I like all of it. And so come February,
You
I'm
gotta
going to
watch it. We
I'm
gotta
going to
check it out
I'm going to
because
be
it looked really good.
yeah. And that's the thing is like they have so many like cool storylines.
hmm Well, you saw the other one that came that they did a trailer for, and this one looks
Uh
really good.
was it DC
The
Legends?
the
Or
Batman the Cape Crusader. I'm not a real fan, big fan of the Legends of Tomorrow, the show. I know
no.
tons of people are, but I'm not too much into it. It's good. There's some seasons that are really good. Some that are I'm like I could do without. But yeah, but this one looks so good. We had all it looks like super old school. It's very noir and
Oh,
very
I like
like
noir stuff, so
so dope. Did you get to watch this trailer or this tease that they gave us of all the
uh
kind of behind the scenes of the Cape Crusader? Oh, I
yes,
spelled it wrong. Look at that. I know
I
how
know.
to
I
spell
didn't say
that.
I didn't say anything.
You know you need to tell me that stuff, Ambrosia, or else I'll
Oh,
look stupid online
sorry.
live.
I I I'm bad at like, oh, by the way, this is no. Oh, maybe I could have just typed it in the chat. I don't know. Or maybe I was like, this is when you
You're supposed to
second.
have the back, Ambrosia.
Well, I second guess myself, and then I'm like, maybe I just always spell it wrong.
She's like, oh wait, maybe he spelled it right. Maybe he knows the
Yeah.
real way to spell it
Oh,
right.
oh. But this is one thing that I wish. Okay, so you know how I also wish that I was like into animated series. I wish I played video games because there are so many cool
Mhm.
storylines in video games, and I don't know if you saw like the Gotham Knights, how they're doing the Court of
Yeah.
Owls,
Or
and that
yeah, even the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. That was so
yeah,
good too.
yeah, and
Like,
so that's I wish I could be like
I won't listen. I'm not a big gamer either, but I definitely want to. I want to play that Court of Owls one and the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. But we also have what is it? Injustice coming out too. That's another one that dropped.
yeah,
That one looked really good too, but it's actual it's so good like the show like Ambrose you really need to get in like DC does really good stuff with the animated stuff.
yeah.
Um Marvel is just getting into it and just doing a really good job with all that. I mean, they did all the kid stuff and they cornered that market, but the adult type stuff, I think DC really did good with all their stuff in that world. I've always been a huge fan of it.
Okay, that's gonna be like one of my own personal goals is to watch some of these animated series.
Yeah.
I yeah, I want to like them so much, and that's what makes me so sad. And it's not that I don't like them. I just have a really hard time getting into it. Same with like I wish that I could get into all the Star Wars animated series because that in
You
itself is
got it.
just
Have you
I
seen the
know
new one?
I tried.
The animated one, the
I'm
anime?
like
Oh,
I'm like two
it's like an
episodes in.
anime on anthology and it's so good, Ambrosia. I'm sorry
I
for
know.
interrupting.
No, because that's what makes me so mad. I
It's
don't know why.
so good. Get into it. Okay,
Okay.
this is what we're gonna do. we're gonna do some. We're gonna do some
That
stuff.
therapy, when they put, like, a watch, hypnosis!
Hypnosis. We're gonna hypnotize you.
Make me like it.
we're gonna,
It
we're
would just
gonna
make my
find.
life
We're gonna
so
turn you
easy.
into a chicken every time that you hear a bell.
Can you imagine teaching? And,
You
like,
gotta.
after, like, every school bell,
The bell.
every hour, our
You start
teacher
clucking like a chicken.
our teacher's doing
Oh
it
my gosh.
again. Aw,
It's
and then
like
they're
that
gonna
crazy. She's doing weird TikToks in her classroom again.
I always wonder what people think, like, who teach next door to me, and then they're always like, "Does anyone else hear that, like,
You
it's
guys hear?
Wednesday, my dudes?"
It's like it's Wednesday, my dudes. Like, is that girl talking to herself again?
It's fine, it's fine. Mm.
Hey, Ambrosia, don't worry. TikTok has made everybody a freaking weirdo and obsessed with themselves.
That is I actually feel, like, more connected to kids now because 'cause I'm like
Because
or
it's because
or
we do this thing.
or the thing is that they think that I probably sound like I'm overcompensating because I'm like, "Oh, yeah, because on TikTok, I follow, like, that one girl who just like that." "Yeah, do you follow her?" "No." "Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about either, sorry." Um, but, one that I am excited for, surprisingly, is Peacemaker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one looks really good
It
too.
looks so good.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
think
not oh, I don't know how I feel about John Cena, so
you do.
I don't know. Whenever it's just always so weird to me seeing like a wait, what did John Cena do before he's
Wrestling.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
wasn't The Rock too?
yeah.
Okay,
They
so
were
it's
they were in the same, yeah, in
I have a
WWE.
really hard time seeing these guys like I'm gonna beat you up and then like
Doing anything else? Yeah, doing it, yep.
and then
Well,
they're like
but
super sad.
I mean, with that's a whole other story. We can get into another thing about that. But yeah, I mean, I liked seeing the trailer, seeing more of what it is. I want. It looks like it's gonna be a hilarious show because you got the vigilante in there, and they've used the vigilante in a another thing. I think it was in the CW verse, but this one looks like it's gonna be hilarious just because of the way they portray everybody in the show. It's just like, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I
It's
think
gonna be good.
Ambrosia,
I
it's gonna be
I'm
so good.
surprised that I'm excited for it. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't surprised. Actually, I'm okay. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. That's official.
It's official. You're excited for it.
Yeah.
So we got Young Justice coming back again. This is like the third or fourth time now that they've brought Young Justice back, but it's one of the ones that everybody really loves. Ambrosia, it's one of those animated versions, but this probably might be those animated versions where you're just like, that's why I don't like it. I can understand people who aren't into like animated versions of things probably would not be into this. So
Really?
I understand that.
I didn't. I don't think I saw that one.
You did not see that?
No. Is it a good thing I didn't?
It's probably, yeah. I mean, it's good for people who love it. But did you see the Shazam part, the Shazam one? A little.
No. Please tell.
Oh no, you didn't see that? The
No.
teas and all the stuff, the back, the all the cool stuff that they did. I mean, there was so much random cool stuff that they did,
They
talking about
did.
all kinds of stuff.
They really did a lot, and I was super. I was really proud of like how well they did things. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I've never really seen Uh, I know in like the gaming world they have the I don't know, they have something similar to that. And I liked how DC like did everything.
Yeah,
Um,
they did
it's,
really good.
I wasn't expecting it to be like as long as it was.
Yeah, well, I think last time it was the same. It was like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. three
I'm gonna
hours.
be completely honest. This was my first year watching it.
Really? I
Yeah,
watched the first year. It was last year that it came out during the pandemic, so it was really cool. I think it was really good to kind of watch this time too. Um, but there was so much. I just don't know. Like last year, I was like, how are they going to top it again? When I heard all this stuff, how are they going to top all this stuff? But then they had a lot of stuff in the works already. So I'm excited for all this stuff to come out and to kind of see how they're going to handle next year. Um, if they got more. Like, what else do they got in the pipeline,
Do you
Ambrosia?
think they'll ever do like? I think it would be cool if they. No, I mean, I guess they kind of do that for like San Diego Comic Con, like turned
Mhm.
it into like this really cool like DC event.
Well, that's what a lot of the that's what cons were for, right? You go like especially San Diego Comic Con. That's where they used to do all the announcement and everything. But DC stopped going, Marvel stopped going, and they started doing their own thing. And now I don't even know. I mean, New York Comic Con was huge this year with all the
Did
announcements from all the indie companies. So it was really really cool to see all
did
that.
you know what? I'll be honest. I was kind of offended. My husband was like, "Yeah, I heard like New York Comic Con was kind of like a dud," and I was like,
Are you kidding me?
"Excuse me? Are you like why?
You
No,
weren't
like."
listening to the right things, man.
Let me tell you. Did you hear about like X, Y, and Z? Like, no, you didn't, did you? Hmm.
Yep. There you
Um,
go.
but does Marvel not go and DC not go to the other cons?
No, they used to. They used to go to a handful of them, and they don't do it anymore.
Well, I never realized that. I guess
They're too
are
big
they
for
too
it now, I guess.
bougie?
They're too bougie for it now, Ambrosia.
Dang.
They're too bougie for it. No, it was huge this year, and I think it was a good, cool thing. But um, all this stuff was really awesome. I'm really excited for it. Have you been following the CW Flash?
No, and that's the show that I think the writer of the Flash is on Naomi as well. But that's
Okay,
one of like the biggest shows that I want to get into because that's the show
the
that I
Flash.
just hear great things about.
So yeah, there's a handful of them. Like that's the thing too with that with me. Like some seasons are better than others, and some storylines are great. Um, I love it, but the thing,
Oh, let's go
the
on,
thing
go
the
on.
thing with the thing with Flash is that they're like, oh, we got this guy, and he like turns into the Flash, and he can run really fast, and then all of a sudden you have like 30 different uh people who can run really fast.
Well,
I'm just like, all right,
they
cool.
went running. They found a new hobby during the pandemic. Like a
I
lot
think
of
it's
us.
cool, but I mean, we all I don't know. That's another day to complain about.
How okay, kind of going back because I have my notes kind of all over. Um,
Okay.
okay, going back to Batman. I think okay, here's the part that I think I'm most excited about.
Hmm.
Zoe Kravitz.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
What about
I'm
her?
I'm excited for her to be Catwoman. However, I don't like the Holly Berry haircut they gave her.
Really?
Yeah, Halle Berry. Because that's it, I don't want a Halle Berry 2.0. I want Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz, like amazing, badass woman that I know she is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The one thing that I didn't like about it is that she's got that beanie, and then they like rolled it up and to make it look like she's got ears, and I'm just like, come on, guys.
I
When
feel like
have
that
you
was
ever seen anybody roll up their beanie and it makes cat ears?
well. You obviously haven't been in a middle school. Uh,
I'm sorry.
the amount of cat ears I see on a daily basis, whether it's headphones, like the just like little headbands,
Hmm.
or beanies or like anything, I see at least like I am not even exaggerating about 10 different pairs of cat ears daily. So I'm
That's funny.
I like that may have been like one of the most realistic costumes I've seen in a really long time.
Oh, oh my gosh. I'm over
Um
here hating on it. You're like, no, that's about right. That's about what this generation would probably do. Yep.
yeah, yeah,
All right.
100%.
Freaking
Actually,
millennials.
no, the Gen Z. Wait, what comes after millennials? Gen Z, right?
The randoms. I don't know. They're
I don't know.
freaking. All
The
these kids
ones,
are random.
all of the like.
Calling
Okay,
that.
we'll say like the super, like the 19 to like 22-year olds. They're out
Okay.
here with their 3D printers making their own like Catwoman costumes. So that's what I would expect.
Hey, don't even listen. Me and my wife, we saw a commercial.
Stop!
We
You have a
saw a
3D
commercial.
printer and you guys are starting to make your Halloween costumes.
We saw a commercial for a 3D printer, Ambrosia, and we were like, we both looked at each other and be like, all the cool stuff that we can make with that.
Oh my gosh. We have okay, so at our school, we have 3D printers,
Uh-huh.
and it's an entire class that you could take. And every year,
That's
like I
awesome.
have like students make me like cute Star Wars or like Spider-Man stuff. And every
Nice.
year I just think about like I could combine this and they could make me my own Spider-Man suit.
There you go. Do it, Ambrosia.
Well,
Do it.
there's this girl on
Be like,
TikTok.
here, oh look, I found this cool file that you guys could use for your 3D printer, and just give each student one piece of the file, and so that and they all bring it back to you, and by the end of it, you have a whole entire suit, and then you can grade them on it.
I think I'm going to become the new tech teacher or
There you
computer
go.
teacher. I don't even know what class that is, to be honest with
You
you.
can just make something up.
Yeah,
The superhero tech teacher.
yeah.
There you go.
But there is like this, like people on TikTok who
Excuse
literally,
me.
bless you, who
Thank you.
make cosplay costumes out of
Uh-huh.
3D printing and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's pretty cool.
Zoe
Yeah, they
Kravitz, that's where she got her little ears from.
she ordered it from Etsy
Yeah,
from the from the Catwoman her
shop.
Shake the Catwoman shop. Oh
Uh,
man.
but I'm also excited for. Okay, this is another animated series that I think I'm going to really wait. Uh, so I recently have got into Milestone, like
Yeah.
Static Shock or
Mhm.
Static Shock.
Yeah.
After it was released this year, because I never really,
Yeah.
I
You
didn't know
never
much
checked it
about
out?
it. Yeah, and so I've gotten into that, and then and then they relaunched it this year, and then they confirmed that they are doing the Static Shock live action.
Yeah. Super cool, right? All the so awesome.
And I kind of think it was smart on DC to have like we don't have a live action Miles Morales, and
Mhm.
a lot of people have compared um
What's the actor's name? I forget his name.
I don't know. Uh,
But they I saw everybody so a while back he was training for the role and before they announced that he was gonna take the role, right? So he was training and all this stuff, and he was posting pictures, and people were freaking out because they were starting pulling up old photos of and videos that he was doing, and they were like, "Oh, this must have been recent," and they're like, "He's got to be Miles Morales, and he's got to be in No Way Home," and it's all this stuff. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, like, come on, guys."
so I think it's smart to have DC to be doing a live action
Static
uh
Shock.
yeah, before a Miles Morales.
Yeah, to have a person of color, a young person of color in a
Again,
superhero role
yeah,
before they yeah.
which I mean
That
we
would be
see with
really cool.
Naomi as well. And so
Yeah.
I think there's some good
Mhm.
moves that DC is making that Marvel hasn't really picked up on yet. But we are gonna
Yeah.
see America Chavez in
Oh, yeah, and, Miss Marvel,
Doctor
right?
Strange? Oh,
Is she gonna be in Doctor Strange?
I think it's Doctor Strange.
Is she gonna okay, because
I
I
don't
know they have a Miss Marvel, movie slated, right? I know that.
yes.
So,
But
but I did not
I think we're gonna be seeing her sooner than Miss Marvel.
that's awesome. That'd be
So,
really cool. But they did you see that they did push back Doctor Strange a little bit?
no.
So they pushed it back. I don't have anything up because I did not prepare any other news but the DC stuff. But I did notice that they pushed it back. They said that they pushed it back a little bit. And I was like, "What?" I got to read that later on when I'm done with the stream. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll bring that news to you guys next week and so we'll talk to you a little bit about it.
Have you gotten into Doom Patrol? Doom Patrol.
I watched the first season. Um I I didn't get into it.
Um, I didn't either, but they renewed season 4,
They
so
did.
maybe we need to get into it. Ooh, not fandom news, but I was sad to see the Why the Last Man.
Yeah, Why the Last Man got canceled. So, I mean, I watched the last episode, the latest episode, Ambrosia, and I can understand why not a lot of people are viewing. I mean, I'm
What was
interested. I'm still gonna finish it out, but people are upset that they're gonna leave it open like and no conclusion. So
yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
maybe in, like, 6 years from now, people will get back into it, like, with Manifest, and we'll get an ending.
Or just do it justice and do it in a better way. Like
Oh, touche, touche,
I think I think we
touche.
need to probably I don't know why why if it's solely just viewership, because tons of people were excited about it, and I know a lot of people were really excited to jump on it. I don't know
Yeah,
if it was just timing and it just does nothing, you know what I mean? So I don't know, because it kind of came out of nowhere for me, even though that I knew that it was coming out.
yeah.
So I don't know where or if anybody dropped the ball there. So,
It was
but
probably me. I feel like if anyone dropped the ball, it's
it's
probably me.
probably, yep. If we can count on anything, we can drop the ball. That's
This is facts. How did you feel? Okay, so I'm really excited for Black Adam, but I wish they wouldn't have chosen The Rock to do him.
really.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because
I thought that tease that we got was really good.
oh, it is. It's great. I'm so excited.
It really
But
got
like
me excited. I don't know if you saw, but I was
I
really excited.
oh, in your video?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was great. If you
that was
if
literally the first time I was watching it. Like I came in, I was like, oh, they're gonna do this, right? They're just gonna drop this on me right now. I'm like, all right.
um I wish that, like, I don't know, they would start pulling some actors who aren't as, like, popular?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. But
So do
then
you think it's time for the next generation of amazing actors to come in and take over?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah. And
I
maybe it's
see.
because I also see him in Jungle Cruise.
And did you like that one?
I did.
Okay.
It's just yeah, no. I think it's gonna be great either way.
So what do you think about the new Adam Warlock choice?
Oh, who's the actor doing that one?
That's the kid from Meet the Millers. You know
I
what
don't think
I'm
I've
talking
ever seen it, Meet the
about?
Millers.
You remember that movie Meet the Millers
No.
with Jason Sudeikis and who else is it? Is it what's her name from anyway?
I don't
I
think I've
forget his
ever
name.
seen
I
that.
gotta pull up what is his name. You guys out there know. You guys know his name because I'm trying to pull it up and I can't.
I don't.
But yeah, I mean it's a cool choice.
I it's been I've
Did you pull it up?
honestly have yeah, oh no. But I honestly have been waiting for some Adam Warlock stuff for a while now. Like they've hinted at it for a while and we never really got it. So it's I'm excited for that too.
Will Poulter.
Will Poulter.
Yeah, I
All
don't know
right.
if you've seen him.
No, but
I've seen anything that he's in.
oh, but he is the first thing that comes up when I type in dip. Oh, I like his eyebrows.
She's like, I like his eyebrows.
He has nice eyebrows. Like, look at he has like a good natural swoop. Uh oh, he was in Narnia, The Chronicles of Narnia.
Was he? I don't
Yeah.
remember him being in that.
Um,
Whoa. Okay, that's interesting.
yeah. And then he was in Midsummer,
Hmm.
which I don't know who he was in Midsummer.
Yeah, I don't remember that
Mark.
either.
He was Mark. He wasn't okay. Good. I'm glad to know it wasn't her boyfriend. But no, I think based off of his eyebrows, he's gonna do great.
Yeah, based off of his eyebrows, he's gonna do great.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, okay, Ambrosia, I think it's time. We got about 10 minutes left
Oh my goodness gracious.
already, and I think it's time. I gotta pull it up here. I think it's time for Ambrosia's Pull His Breakdown.
Hi,
Oh.
welcome back. That was crazy time travel.
We just time traveled to Wednesday, and now we're into the shop. And what are you gonna pick up, Ambrosia?
Let's see. Oh, there wasn't so much Marvel this week. It was kind of a
There was
slower week.
really not a lot this week. I don't know if it has to do with all of the crazy delays that have been happening,
I just
but
read
it's not.
JL's comment. That music was so much louder than you're talking the volume. It scared me out of my chair.
I know. I'm sorry. I it
Or
scares me every time too. That's my bad, dude. I need to go back and I'm actually. I think it's time to switch up the Ambrosia Pula's video and do a better one, and
I
I'll bring down the music just down a notch
I like
because it does.
that's funny. I yeah, I liked it. I don't think that there's a better one, but thank you. Thank you. All right. So, I would like to start Nightwing because Tom Taylor has been killing it with Nightwing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but oh yeah, we were talking about Marvel. Sorry. Yeah, there's not a ton for Marvel.
yeah,
Um, let's see.
yeah.
There's Star Wars: The High Republic issue number 10 that came out. The Death of Doctor Strange. Um, I actually enjoyed that one quite a bit. So I'm excited for issue 2. King Spawn issue number 3 through Image. Then we have for Marvel, I have the United States of Captain America issue number 5, which Captain America has not been my isn't like one of my favorite reads, but this ish like this series is solid. It is so good.
Really,
Yeah,
that's
issue
cool.
4, like the ending of it was kind of I don't and it was good. I just have really enjoyed hearing the different um that you could be a hero in your own neighborhood and you
Uh
could
huh.
be like the hero that people need without having like superpowers.
Okay,
So that in itself has been a really cool concept.
that's
Then we
really cool.
have Shazam, issue number 4, Catwoman, Lonely City, issue number 1. Boom Studios has Eat the Rich, which is like this crazy s cannibalistic story that's really cool. Um, I am gonna get the Batman Secret Files, Peacemaker, Batman versus Big B, Nubia, and the Amazons. Let's see. Oh, Refrigerator Full of Heads, issue number 1, which is through DC's, and I believe this is a black label as well. So their black labels have been fun. Um,
That's cool.
Marvel has their Phoenix song Echo, which I'm excited for, and then we have Made in Korea, which is through Image. That has been an awesome story. Um, let's see. Scouts. Well, no, Scout didn't come out with one, but next week it's supposed to be We Don't Kill the Spiders, which issue 1 was really good.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Scout, we had nothing dropping this week, so.
no, and it's so funny because sometimes like I use a website to tell me like
Hmm.
that shows me everything, and they're always a
Yeah.
week ahead with Scout. But I think that's it.
and
I think
and and then sometimes the what's funny about those ones is they get those from different resources, and sometimes because they're ahead, they can be a little wrong, so we've got to be careful. Swamp Dogs, no, Swamp Dogs was, unfortunately, it was delayed, so it's not going to come out this I think it was delayed. If you follow uh um Mr. Brent, he is on he's been posting about it, that he was been informed that it's been delayed. So that particular book is not going to be coming out until then. So you got about a week. So you have not missed it. So if anybody has grabbed it, I mean if it, I don't know how it would have reached anybody yet, but yeah, that's last thing I heard as a couple of days ago.
yeah. So this week is kind of a smaller week, which I'm kind of okay with because my wallet hurt a little bit last week.
Yep, correct. Yes, that's probably why I was not in your box. Sorry, I was reading his comment.
No.
Yep, you're welcome, sir. So So yeah, but that's a really good series. Everybody's talking about grabbing that one up. Swamp Dogs. It's really good. From Scout. You guys will definitely want to check that out. Tons of really good books coming out next week. I will let you guys all know throughout our Scout Comics social media within the next few days here what's going to be dropping next week, because the actual we follow Diamond. So the good rule of thumb here for Scout Comics, if you guys want to know what's coming out for the following week, we follow Diamond's release. So if you want, just go take a look at Diamond, and they always release theirs either the day of or the day after. It's better after Wednesday to check, and closer to the end of the week, depending on, because sometimes they kind of change things up a little bit. So keep an eye on Diamond. That's where you're going to want to get all the information for Scout, at least. Probably everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, everybody else is kind of a week or so behind, or a handful of days behind on schedule. It's been crazy with all the other public distributors. I don't know what's going on. I think it's all the crazy weather stuff.
I think I also wait. There's okay. This is also going to sound really dumb. Is there crazy weather stuff going on?
Well, there was tons of weather stuff happening a while back, right? A handful of weeks back and a few months back with all those hurricanes and stuff. So obviously that disrupts, deliveries.
Yeah.
We also have a big, huge disruption in the supply chain, where we have those big, huge cargo ships anchored off the coast of our West Coast, and all of our goods are sitting there. So and we there's paper shortages, there's cardboard shortages, there's plastic bag shortages, there's tons of it, because they're all sitting off coast in those cargo ships.
That's
So,
right.
so
When I say that my head is in the sand, I literally mean that my head is in the sand sometimes. Okay, not literally. But when I'm at school, it's like the past week and a half, I've been at school for like 12-hour days.
mhm.
And I don't have access to a lot of things. And so I don't
Mhm.
find out things until way late.
Yeah, it's we just gotta be. I don't want to speak for anybody. Yeah, JL says his comics are printed in the U.S. But that's what's all that crazy. He says we don't. What do you say? We don't have big enough print runs to justify overseas printing. Yep. But it works in our favor. I think it's all over the place, man. I think it's. I don't know. I don't deal with all that crazy, how all that crazy stuff works. But all I know is that the supply chain is like backed every single thing up, from paper goods to physical goods to everything in between. So that's all I know. And it has
We also
nothing to do with anybody not being able to print. It's just the supply chain's crazy.
we also know that we love comics and we like talking about them.
Yes, but nobody can get bags or boards for their books. So
That is so true. I was late and I couldn't find well, it's not that I couldn't find any, but they weren't as accessible. Like I used to be able just to like find them on Amazon, no worries. And I had to
yeah.
kind of go digging for them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's probably right now you probably do not want to buy any newer um computers.
Oh, dang, I just purchased I'm just kidding.
Well, if you do, make sure it's a model that was not made during the chip shortage, because I think they switched things up, and some of them don't have the same chips that should be in them, because they had to make it switch. I don't know, all that crazy stuff. Like
Really?
it's like Ambrosia, it's nuts. Like you read all these things and you read these articles and all this crazy stuff that's happening. Like a lot of it went over my head when I was reading that, but I got the gist of it, and all I read was there's a chip shortage and it's going to affect our computers, and we haven't felt it just yet, unless I haven't, but
And then me being me, I'm like, my Funyuns? My hot Cheetos?
right.
My
I
bad.
I'm just my thing is I'm just hoping my hardware. I'm like knocking on wood that my hardware. I gotta take care of my hardware extra. You know what I mean? So my printer is in Arizona. He has paper I need. So we yeah. They what is that? They're out here. I'm gonna go tell them to just stop printing JL's stuff. I'm gonna message the guy right now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Do it.
But no, talking about JL here, I wanted to show you guys some stuff. We're gonna end the stream here in a little bit, but I want to show you guys this here. I'm gonna share my screen because boom, I want to show you guys this here. I gotta take my overlay off because that's let's take that off. Boom. Okay, check this out. This right here is Mr. JL Drago's work of art here. It's called Becoming. It's their anthology. They just that one's telling me I got to do something. This is their 11th comics anthology from Oneshi Press. It's the Becoming anthology. All kinds of great creators, diverse creators, over 37 creators of 16 short stories of amazing works. So you guys definitely want to grab some stuff here from Oneshi Press. They do some really great stuff. I am a huge fan of Oneshi Press and everything that they do. So if you guys love Kickstarter, guys head on over there and check it out. Look at this. I still need to make a video for you, JL. I'm on that. I'll get it done, dude. I will. I promise, because you gotta throw that video up on there for people to see that cool extra thing there. But yeah, you guys can check it out. What's up?
He promised, JL. He promised.
I did. I promised him, but I'm like really bad at promises. But look at that. You can find him and an interview that I did with them on my show. But check it out. They got some really cool stuff, Ambrosia. Look at this amazing artwork.
That's so good.
All kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of amazing creators here. You guys are definitely going to want to check that out. Seriously. Head on over there now. Ambrosia.
Hi.
It is. Let's see. Here we go. Hype. You're welcome, JL. Sorry, I was reading those. Anyway, I am excited, Ambrosia, for all this cool stuff that just happened and all the stuff we talked about. You guys head on over to Kickstarter and check out Becoming from Oneshi Press, and then head on over to oneshipress.com and check out all the cool stuff that they already have out. Really amazing stuff that they do over there. Ambrosia, please, can you let everybody know where they can find you? You guys could probably find us all right here.
Yes, there too. You could find me on Twitter, where I talk a lot about food and comics at Ambrosia_Linda, as well as on Instagram. And then you could find me talking about food and comics on TikTok at Comics and Cupcakes. And then you could catch me talking about Scout Comics at Scout Comics at TikTok. And then I'm just kidding. And then that's it.
And then if you guys really want, you guys can hang out with her during her. No, just kidding.
You could come to my Zoom session, and we could read. You could read Al Capone Does My Shirts at 8 a.m. with some 6th graders.
That's awesome. Or we can have Ambrosia read us some comic books.
Or that too.
Just kidding. No. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us right here on Wednesday Warriors. You can find us at Wed Warriors Live. I should probably pull up the caption that tells you guys where to follow us on Twitter. That is WEDWARRIORSLIVE on Twitter. You can find me at the Geek Collective on TikTok. We do all kinds of cool stuff there. We drop some pop culture news and some really cool stuff. Check us out there. You can also find me and Ambrosia anywhere you find the name Scout Comics on social media, because we are the Scout Comics social media team. We will be doing some really cool stuff for you guys there. We got some really cool. I just did a really awesome interview with Fellhound, the creator of Commander Rao. That is going to be dropping in November. Come grab that one. You guys are definitely going to want to grab it. I just read the whole entire issue. It's not even out yet. The Ash Can, I don't even think is I think that's just the Ash Can's out or something like that. But you guys are definitely going to want to get this one when it comes out in November, because it's so good. And it's a one shot. So what do you got to lose, right? It's gonna cost just a tiny bit more because it's got 48 pages. So it's not just your regular 20 something page one shot. So you guys are definitely gonna, and it's a beautiful story, beautiful artwork, awesome stuff. The great entry to this world that Fell is creating, and I'm definitely excited. It's her first published work. Pretty crazy, super awesome.
That's so cool.
Super cool. All right, Ambrosia, thanks for hanging out with me right here every week. You guys can check us out same time, same geek channel, I guess.
Unless I have conferences.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see you guys.